This is the sad truth that no one will tell you about NBA 2K20 events.
Drop a like in the next 5 seconds or you will shoot worse than anti-Uzi on the 10K court. I wouldn't risk it. My personal all-time favorite, drop a like in the next 5 seconds because you just like me as a content creator. Like, come on, do you want me to keep making videos? Drop a like.
The last video I uploaded, I talked about how you could win events in NBA 2K20, specifically Formula, which I have won, and Bootcamp, where I came 12th, narrowly missing top 10. So for the events over the weekend, I was never going for Formula. I was always going to try and help some friends win. Juvo and Squatty, they were both top 30 while we were playing, but Juvo had to go and yeah, we just stopped with top 10 well out of reach. They weren't going to finish the 90 lap, so you know it wasn't possible, we just quit. But Bootcamp is a completely different story. I went into that event with a lineup designed around me to test how well a player could go in this event without trading. If you don't know what trading is, it'll all be explained throughout the video, so just stay patient. That was commented a lot last video. But yeah, so Bootcamp is what we'll be focusing on, and the theory though of this video can apply to any single rep event on NBA 2K20, whether that be Formula, Bootcamp, Ruffles, alike. Now in the video I've done a lot of research, I will go into it all and provide the evidence, but no one seems to talk about it ever. Most of the people watching this video are casual players that enjoy the game, they love basketball, they have fun with it. This video will show you the behind the scenes of 2K Compete events and what it's really like to win them, compete in them, and what you have to do to secure unlimited boosts. I will be exposing some truths, backed with facts of course, and stats, but I won't be adding any names or exposing like a person. All the names will be blanked out. I'm not about it. This isn't a witch hunt against people that win events, you know, at the end of the day. It's not easy to win events. These events are hard to win. So credit to all the winners over the weekend. I'm not taking away from what you achieved, well done. With that being said though, it's time to drop some bombs. Okay, now during 2K Compete rep events, or well, GODZ as well, but more rep events, your three biggest problems are, well, one, people delaying servers or hitting tents. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a lot of the time what causes you to DC, huge lag in these events, you'll have to dashboard, whatnot. It stops you from going into tents once it's been hit. Now, that plays a huge role in events, but it's not the focus of this video. I think everyone knows it happens. I don't really need to touch on it. It's also not something we can stop. Two, these events, you know, they're very tough. If one thing goes wrong, it can be the reason you don't place in top 10. Along with DCs, luck plays a huge part. A huge variable is who you verse. Now, one team, they might get really hard games for the whole event, whereas another team gets a pretty easy ride. They don't get any hard teams, no comp teams. That's just part of 10 events. You know, it really is luck of the draw, and it's not, again, a bombshell. It's nothing big. It's just something that happens and you have to accept that. But three, now this comes down to actual player toxicity, and it leads into what we are going to be talking about and covering, which is trading, boosting, and what the real stats are behind these kind of games and event winners. Of course, I've got the stats for Bootcamp, it'll come up, but our third biggest problem with tent events is ball holding. Now, sometimes players are going in on second Xboxes to hold ball on certain teams. Sometimes players holding ball are holding on highly ranked teams so their friends stay inside the top 10. It's happened once before, it's happened many times before. And also people holding ball on you because you refuse to trade lobs with them. Normally from delayed servers, they come and do that. It happened to me about 3 times in Bootcamp. I got held ball on for a total of 6 games, which is, you know, just pathetic, but it is what it is. The point of this video isn't anything I've just mentioned. It's trading lobs. So to explain what trading lobs is, it's where 2 teams agree to trade lobs or alley-oops, however you want to say it, taking turn going back and forth, scoring with lobs within seconds, playing no defense of course. And now at some point in that game, one of the two teams will try and cheese the other by scoring a 3 or playing some defense, however they want to do it. That's what trading is. And it's ruining 2K compete events for any casual player and stopping what little chance they had, stopping them from having a fair go and getting a sleeve or things like that. I'm not saying they'd win, but it's giving them no shot. So yeah, these are the kind of messages I'm sure you've all received during an event asking you to trade. This is why, if you didn't know. So yeah, now I haven't really dropped any bombs yet, but with everything I just said, talking about lobs, talking about the issues we have, I've punched some numbers, and I really think you'll be interested by this. If you agree with me or not, if you're still watching and you're skeptical what I'm saying is 100% like truthful and factual, well, here's the math from the previous bootcamp, so the one that's just gone. Okay, so in the bootcamp just gone, I came 30 something, I think it was like 31st, it was in the 30s anyway. I came 30 something with 446k points. I won't add the extra, but it wasn't exactly, but 446k. First got 561k, so you can see the difference there, almost 80k. 10th in that event was only 43k behind first, which is less than 3 games. So we're going to use number 1 as an example for this whole thing. 561,268 divided by 4 hours, which is the total play time during bootcamp. It gives us 140,321. Now, that's 140k rep, well, in-game points because there is a win bonus, but 140k points per hour. So you have to take into account that win bonus. It gives you about 2,500. It gives you exactly 2,500 as a win bonus each game. So I would say that first would have averaged 16,500 per game, right? That's the average, including having a bad game here or there, but that's 14k is where you get for maxing out on lobs a lot of the time, usually. So 14k rep, that's a fair number, plus the 2,500 bonus each game, that's 16,500. Yes, it could sometimes be more, but it could be less as well. You know, it's impossible to know. We're going to use that figure. I think it's the most fair from what I've come up with, and I looked at my own games to see that as well, especially assuming they are trading, because that's what we're trying to prove here, that they're trading. But I'll let you decide that for yourself once I've given the rest of the stats. Anyway, so 140,321 divided by 16,500 is 8.5. So they played 8.5 games per hour. Now that doesn't really seem too unrealistic, but I'm gonna show you something that I think you'll be surprised by with these events, right? And it's why I think 8.5 games per hour without trading is impossible. So 60 minutes, that's how long's in an hour. We divide that by 8.5, we get 7. So 7 minutes is how long it took for them to play every game. And remember, they averaged 14k rep in that game. And they won every time, of course, to get the 2,500 bonus. That's the math we're talking about, right? The issue is that 7 minutes isn't playtime. So 7 minutes is from when they enter the event to when they come back into the tent after finding a game, finishing the game, and doing all the intros, all the loading, all of that. Okay, so this is where things start to get shady when you take this into consideration. So the wait times. Now I've gone through all my games, I had a look. My average tent time, so between games, was about 50 seconds. It's how long it took 2K to find me a game. My intros, so walking onto the court, doing your little dances if they choose to do a dance. Obviously, all the good teams don't do that because it takes more time. But that was 42 seconds. So it's 42 seconds after the 2K compete sign comes up, and then the game starts. I'm giving around 3 seconds there for that 2K compete like logo and things to come up. You got to remember that. So the game outro, from when the ball enters the hoop on the final score, from the moment back into the tent to again start our 50-second wait, that was 71 whole seconds, right? From when you finish, when you score the 21st or however many points it is to finish the game, 71 seconds until you're back in the tent waiting to start your 50-second wait. So to add that up, it's 50 seconds to get a game, finding it in the tent. On average, of course, it can differ, but 50 seconds. 42-second game intro without animations, and then 42-second without animations, and then 71 seconds minimum to calculate rep, give VC, calculate the event ranking, and load back into the tent. If you're good at maths, you already know, but what I'm saying is 163 seconds of that initial 7 minutes is spent in wait times. So you're not even playing the game. You can't control that. That's a given. Which only leaves 257 seconds of that 7 minutes to finish your game and farm 14k rep in an event where everyone is stopping lobs if you're playing legit. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's possible that in 4.2 minutes, every single game, you farmed 14k rep. Every single game without fail. But that's up for you to decide. Sorry, it's winter and like, yeah, I'm getting a cold or flu or whatever it is. But anyway, so the previous bootcamp compared to the one just gone, if I haven't provided enough evidence already for you to think that the top 10 all traded most of their games, then here's some more. So first, from the previous bootcamp, first place was 502k. This time around, first was 561k. That's a crazy difference. 10th is even crazier. Last time 10th was 434k. This time 10th was 518k. So, you know, I have no doubt first from the one before, the guy scored 502k. He traded. You know, he was playing delayed from another server. He definitely traded. But 10th from last time, 334k compared to the 434k compared to the 518k. 434k is doable. You know, I'm not saying that they did do it legit, but what I'm saying is it's doable. Do you know why? Because I scored more than that this event just gone. And that's the whole reason I'm making this video. It's because I believe for 2K21 they need to remove rep events entirely. I don't see what they prove. You know, events should be win driven, and now there's an argument that you have to win games to win these rep events, but that's just not true. Okay, you might remember me telling you about a tactic that teams use when they trade called snaking, when you try and I guess take advantage of the other team's no defense and shooting a 3, or then like you score and then you play defense to try and stop them from scoring so you get the advantage. So the argument that you still need to win, yeah, sure you do. You do still need to win, but you have the luxury of getting 4 to 5 free lobs on no defense, maxing out your rep, mind you, while trading and then proceeding to win the game. A legit player, they have to fight for those lobs. They're not getting 4 to 5 lobs for free within a minute. The paint's being protected, do you know what I mean? I remember when I played this legit, the paint was protected hard because Bash was on an inside center. No one's coming out to him, no one's scared, you know what I mean? So remember, throwing lobs is the key to winning. So everyone's going to be stopping lobs if they're playing legit. So when you try and play legit, you can't keep up. So that's the difference, and that's why, you know, the win doesn't matter, because you've already got your points, you've already got your rep, and then you go out and drain threes to make the game quick. That's how they're creating these 4-minute games or 4-minute playtime games every single time. Sorry, I sound different. I've got a throat lozenge in my mouth. I couldn't do it, so I had to give in. But yeah, you know, that's not possible without trading. So that's why I've got an issue with it, and it's only hurting our game in the long run. You know, 2K. No game wants to be known for the almost most competitive platform that it has to be a boost fest. Do you know? That makes no sense at all. Anyway, it's super hard to talk as much as I have in this video while being sick, but if you made it through, thank you for watching. Whether you agree with me or not, that's your call, but my intentions, they are completely with my audience and the community. I want to be honest. No one seems to be talking about this. No one covers this. casual players are completely out of the loop, I feel, when it comes to this kind of thing, and I had to talk about it. The evidence in this video, it is all legit. I encourage you to do your own research. If you want to fact check me, ask me for the things. I can send you certain photos, screenshots, whatever you need, with names blanked out, of course. And the math, it's a guide that you can use yourself if you want to go and win events. Here, now you know how many seconds you have to play each game. But if you enjoyed this kind of content, let me know. It's not a style of video I see in the 2K community. Actually, I've never seen a video like this in the 2K community, so give me some feedback if you want more like this. This was made for my subs, for the casual players, so that they understand the truth behind these events and what they mean, you know, what it means to win some of these events. I'm not taking away, you know, a lot of players play these events legit, but here's the sad truth about NBA 2K20 events. If you did like this video, feel free to drop a like. It's appreciated. It helps the channel grow. If you like my content and you aren't already, please sub, turn post notifications on so you don't miss a video. My next video, it's going to be coming in the next 2 days, given that I'm healthy and not sick, because I can feel it coming. But I'm going to be playing with my boy Bash, and we're going to be helping some rookies, pros, all-stars, and followers rep up. So stay tuned for that one. I'm launching my stream soon, and yeah, I can't wait. Thank you for the support. Bye.